The person that I'm channeling for has been working very hard, and there's this feeling of dread in the pit of their stomach at the moment. Oh God, if ever I doubt my skills. The Knight of Pentacles, I was just about to say, they are approaching this with a level of perfectionism that is unattainable. And then the Knight of Pentacles comes out. And the Knight of Pentacles is all about that. It's like taking one step after another, but it's slow and it's steady. And this person wants to be solid, and they want to be reliable, and they want what they're offering to count. They want it to matter. And so much that it's kind of making them a little bit like sick to their stomach, thinking about like, what if this doesn't matter as much to you as it matters to me? That's what they're thinking. I think it's interesting that the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. This is approaching something like with from the material aspect, from like something to show, like I need to have something to show for it. I need to get money, or I need to give money, or it needs to be like something of value in the material world. Whereas the Knight of Cups is about heart. It's about what motivates you to even show up in the 3D. It's like this person is realizing, I need to stop looking at this in this, like through this lens of needing to get this perfect. And instead, I need to recognize how valuable it is just to show up with love, with care, with kindness, because that's what's really valuable to you. This Queen of Coins energy, this is what she really values, right? She values not just the wealth, the abundance. She doesn't care about that. She has it all. This is a queen in the Game of Thrones who is from the Tyrell family, and they technically have like the most resources outside of the Lannisters, basically. In the storyline, she wouldn't need somebody to bring her more value. She cares more about family and loyalty and integrity, so to speak. And that's who you are. And this person realizes, like, you're not going to care about how shiny it is. You're going to care about whether or not they're able to actually express love to you. We have the Hermit energy here. They have retreated into their shell as they have been struggling with this perfectionism. It felt safer to be alone than it did to basically try to connect with you in some kind of a relationship. It's like they had to get everything straight. They had to get everything in order. And they also feel like they've had to do this all alone, even though this is something they've kind of chosen to do. They could have asked for help, but I think it's hard for them to receive help. I feel like there is this feeling within them where they feel like they would be putting someone out if they asked for help, or they needed to be able to give more to receive the kind of help that they needed, or something like that. So they've struggled with doing this all on their own. But I do think there's an awareness that has happened in this current energy, because we see them traveling in your direction, and instead of worrying about having that, pentacle to show, they're more concerned that you know how much that they love you, or how much love they want to put into this. And they want you also to be aware that they've learned lessons, and there might have been painful lessons, but they haven't forgotten. And it's because of this, I feel like there used to be this dysregulation, and now there's regulation. So as difficult and uncomfortable as this energy is of wanting to do something perfectly, but having to show up perfectly imperfect, I think that they've really managed to calm themselves and start to feel safe enough to be imperfect. There we go. There's the Page of Coins. the Page of Coins showing up to the Queen. Normally I would be like, you don't want that kind of energy, but it's for me, what it's giving is this this willingness to not have everything all in order and to still make some kind of a material gesture, even if they anticipate that to you, you won't need what it is that they're bringing you. It's like they are comfortable with risking that it's smaller than they wanted it to be. So the best example I could give of this is, let's say somebody wanted to come to you when they could offer to be able to, buy a home or something. And they were trying to like make sure they could do that. And it's just like, I'm not progressing into a feeling where I can give what I really want to give to this person. And I'm just going to end up sitting here for years if I don't just make this move. So they're going to make the move. And if you doubt me, there's the Ace of Coins right there coming out. They're like, this might not be perfect, but I'm going to offer it. Now, the exciting thing about this is a seed. So there's a recognition here that they're planting a seed and they acknowledge that it's going to grow. If you add what you have to the Queen of Pentacles, what do we want to say? Her stash, I guess, you're increasing and you're going to be able to grow something together. So I think this person is recognizing that. And I don't think that they plan on withholding this anymore. They know that there really isn't any point in doing that. They honestly worked really too hard on whatever this is to not offer it to you. And I also think that as this Eight of Coins is falling out on the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords, they've worked on themselves. They took that Hermit energy. They worked on like basically having that worth and value within so that they could feel confident enough to approach you from the heart. And they're doing that now with the Ace of Cups. I can't make that up. I'm going to stop there because I think that this says it all. We have what at first seemed to need to be, something substantial. They worked on actually being heart-centered. And now not only can they offer you something material, but they do it with a full cup. A full cup that they no longer need you to fill. Like, they actually have filled their own cup. And there's the Temperance card, which is a card that I really like to see because it is a culmination card. It's actually for me, it's higher than the Lovers. It's like it's like after the Lovers have done all of their healing on their journey and they're finally at peace and they're content and balanced and also divinely protected. So this person really values you. I don't think they have any desire to be with anyone else. And I think that even though they've been dragging their feet, it's all been because they knew how valuable you were and they knew that they had to show up with the same level of investment or it would fall flat for you because you're really, you're at that Daenerys level because under that under that Temperance card is Daenerys, right? And she is in the Nine of Coins energy, which is something that's very precious, very valued. This person really realizes that. So that's a beautiful energy to be in tonight. I love the shift from that discomfort into something that's more heart-centered. So love that. I'll see you tomorrow in my class for those of you that are joining me. And if you need a personal reading, you know where to find me.